so I did some quick upgrades and stuff to quicken the playthrough a bit. Regardless, we're going on to the next part of Wriggling Shadows, what this chapter is called. The downside of K, in my opinion, was the fact that they partied chapters like this. They even had chapters that made it look like it was a Fire Emblem level, basically. Regardless, we continue on. Apparently, Asper is wondering how he's annoyed when he hears the Ziggurat's destruction and the Hatter escaped. He's wondering why didn't they tell him or anything, because why didn't they tell him anything that was happening so he can retreat? But nah, they're dumb. Apparently something's up though, since as he says, his hotline that's leading to his secret research, it should have been open, so something's up or something is doing something. Regardless, apparently the Daikumaru might be able to figure out where they're at. So apparently they have a lunar base, which the Daikumaru might find. Spoilers, we probably find it. Regardless, apparently they're wondering why they're not using the gates, just transfer the Daikumaru away. Apparently the Darius people are too busy using it like crazy, which is, to invade Earth. Regardless, apparently as he says, it'd be too stupid. It'd be it'd be too stupid to just interrupt such a plan, because the destruction of Earth is what everybody wants for some reason. Regardless, Esper, he sends everybody to go out. Apparently this is a collaborator that doesn't seem... Are they virtual on? Yeah, they're virtual on units. Some collaborators of his who don't see a need to honor his or anyone else's privacy. So apparently they don't really care about anybody. They just want to go home to their people. They want to go back to their home world with their leader, Amber. Regardless, he's wondering what are they really around here for. The only reason that they're cooperating with the virtual law enemies is because they know about the item. I don't know what the item is either. Regardless, they believe that once this alliance dissolves, Asper wouldn't really have anything for him. Other than the gate, of course. But luckily, Asper is kind of smart in that, Anyways, he's smart in that his species possesses control of the moon and of the gate, so they can't do anything really. So that's Amber, looks like. Apparently, Hatter is explaining the fact of what Mars is, of what they are. Regardless, they're a special orders squadron made to keep peace on the Martian front. That's what Mars is. Regardless, apparently Mars had a limited war in a sense, which it's all about virtual on. But it was carried out in amusement in the age of cybernetics. Ooh, the Jovian successor was apparently mentioned on this. Okay, so basically he explains that they try and stop anything. In this case, apparently the Jovian successor war wreaked havoc on the Martian front, and unfortunately various criminals kind of seized their opening for mayhem. And Mars is there to put them whatever. Regardless, they apparently they deduced that the light that brought Mars and the Virgilon people here isn't the light that brought them here as well, so yeah. Alright, back to business though. Correct order of the operations. Okay, so apparently there's a portal. There might be a portal from the moon to wherever Hatter came from. And given the points that have been shown so far, correct order of operations seems to be to destroy the enemy base, track down the dimensional distortion that leads back to Hatter's world, and fend off the unknown adversaries who are heading in right now. Yeah, right now. So we're about to get attacked. So they're apparently virtual lords, and apparently they're trying to figure out what organization he's from. Yeah, no. Apparently this guy beats him up real quick, so yeah, they're not enemies, they're not allies. Ouch. I love how they just run like crazy. So yeah, they're from Shadow, a shady criminal outfit who use virtual lords to portray all kinds of violence. So apparently they're a lot stronger than they look. We should be good. Yeah, I forgot to switch them out. I wonder how Gainer feels about fighting in space, because remember, Overmen are always like so floaty. Imagine them in space. It'd be floaty, even floatier. Dang, they can attack like that already. Dang, we only weakened it. At least we're evading better now. Ouch, we're still getting hit. Honestly, I don't doubt because, you know, this is a new place. Over freeze bullet. But dang, that's the annoyance of facing off against single enemy users. They can do that to you. At least we can do some damage and damage them. This does remind me though that Virtual On it's slowly making a comeback in a sense with that. It did a little crossover game with certain magical index, which is pretty cool. That game even had a crossover with Super Wars Cross Omega, which was even more awesome. Regardless, I'm just sad that they don't really do much of Virtual On. Like, it's kind of arcade scene as well. For instance, the local arcade of mine has its own little scene for Virtual On. I can imagine if online for like Sega Saturn and that stuff existed, or well, was better implemented. I can imagine it having a community as well there. We need some Dan and Thursday on this stuff. I do wonder though, how is Dan being released? Am I really only seeing a little flicker? Yeah, I guess it's only during Dan's animations. Regardless, I do wonder, because remember, he has to summon Dan. But I guess as I said in the game, Dan will come as whenever he's summoned. Alright, so we're slowly going through them. One of the funniest thing here is apparently Ryuji's surprised at automated mechs. So Rukan tells them to remind him about wild Zoids when they get back home. But yeah, because remember in the old times of Zoids were wild as well. I mean, when you look at Chaotic Century, That's the perfect example right there. New Century Zero also had some instances of that. It's all for everybody. You're brave to attack the guy king. You're brave to attack Dan. I do like the idea of the Murasame Liger when you come to think about it though. Because remember, unlike with any other battle story mech, the Murasame Liger doesn't have any actual info on it. Nobody really knows anything about it. It was made, and it's unknown. Whereas, for instance, the Liger Zero, the Shield Liger, Blade Liger, everything, they all have different stories within the battle story. Which I always thought was interesting. Including the explanations for the different forms of the Liger, like the Schneider, the Panzer, and the Jaeger. As well as the exclusive battle story, the X. Which ironically in Zoid's Zoid's Battle 2, I think it was called. It has it playable. There we go. Oh yeah, I can evolt now. So yeah. Might as well show what an evolt can do. Here's the power of the Hayate Liger, everyone. Now remember, the Hayate Liger is the one based on speed. And then that beautiful roar. Okay, I got an idea. Might as well show off another finisher. Here's the last one. Yeah, so apparently it's over for now. Or so we thought. So yeah, apparently something's wrong with our units. They're feeling sick for some reason while fighting these virtual line units. So yeah, it can't be. It's the three Rose Sisters. Apparently the three Rose Sisters are Sylvie Fang, Deborah Bite, and Jennifer Poison. So yeah, they're apparently in bosses to Hatters since they're evil. Apparently they can't battle Dakuma all at once, so they're gonna refocus their attack on Hatter. Might as well see this. Let's hit him with some breast fire. Dang. That was a nice backflip. Let's show the powers of Support Max. So yeah, now they they all team up and, well, you know, take down Hatter because Hatter's a retard for letting himself get open like that. Before they can finish anybody off though, we got Dangayo! And he managed to take them down. Crossfire! And apparently that's the Cosmo Diver right there, being piloted by Lou. So now they're gonna send her to retreat into the Daikumaru. Regardless, apparently they're not really fighting for real, they're fighting for show to keep certain allies of theirs from suspecting what they're really up to. Apparently they've already garnered most of the interesting info from the base. So apparently the only thing they haven't found was a certain missing object from cyberspace. So yeah, now they're heading out. But out of nowhere comes in Gilbert. Gilbert is one of the main antagonists of Dangayo, so we'll let the game explain it for you. He wants to send Mia straight to hell. Regardless, yeah, he's the main enemy. So yeah, apparently he's pissed because in order to get there, Gilbert was way in the Darius verse. So he used the gate. Unfortunately, yeah, he screwed them over. Basically, by using the gate, all the Darius cohorts that were using the gate at the same time got lost in between dimensions. Apparently he hangs up though before he gets pissed off even further. So yeah, it's apparently his revenge for getting screwed over throughout the universe. So yeah, that's the last boss it looks like for now. Dang it, Sheldia, why are you useless? Then again, you might not be. Nah. Sheldia is useless. You should hit him. Hey, only barely weakens him? I was honestly hoping that combo attack would have done some pretty good damage. Might as well finish it to man anyway. And that's death. I mean, come on, it's a rider kick he's about to do. That equals death right there. So yeah, apparently their main enemy doesn't exist anymore in this world. Unfortunately, Bunker doesn't exist, but he's joined someone eviler. And he's wondering, apparently she's wondering what's happening at the home world. Regardless, what he wants to do, his real objective is to lay waste to the earth. And then kill her after she's gotten a good look at the results. Yeah, Bunker doesn't exist in this game. He's gone. And Hatter just left as well. Alright, sorry. They're explaining Dangaio basically. Combiner mechs currently in battered pair and can't properly fight when split up. So yeah, apparently it gets piloted by 4. Dangaio's power is kind of messed up because it hasn't been. It's in bad repair. So yeah. Regardless, when it comes straight down to it, as Espers, they provide Dangayo's actual flight and everything, which would seem neat for the fact that apparently, what's called? Yeah, sorry I suck with this. Apparently, even though we have multi-dimensional beings and beings from inside the world, aliens, that stuff, it isn't really that cool. Regardless, apparently he's explaining now what happened with their situation. Apparently, scientists called Tarson sold death weapons all around the galaxy, and unfortunately, Bunker, they kind of bought him. So yeah, apparently, Bunker is dead, but before then, they were space pirates that were the main threat of Dangayo's series. Regardless, Tarson, the guy that sold him the stuff, apparently sacrificed himself to save the Dangayo crew, because he kind of, you know, kidnapped them for under pressure. Apparently, yeah, sorry, I'm reading real quick to get you guys up. Okay, basically, the prospect of okay, before then, basically they were wondering what they're doing near the moon, which is where we're at. Apparently, there's a vast danger nearby the Earth. Apparently, there's a vast shadow swallowing the Earth. But of course, that's the main boss, probably. Regardless, the reason why Kyo was talking to Kenji is because, well, spoiler alert, Kenji is also part alien. But yeah, about aliens piloting mechanical giants. Yeah, due to rescuing Rue, they kind of haven't made it to Earth yet. So, yeah, with Gilbert scary enough to do this, enemy alone might just trash the place, which makes sense. So yeah, apparently we're about to go back out and search for the base again while everybody else gets to rest. Meanwhile, we're learning more about the Cosmogyrus pilot. Apparently Ryu's been sick and Golden Cheese, you were going to check up on her. Regardless of the situation, they'd hope that she gets some rest, but unfortunately she's the only one that knows about Earth's current situation. Apparently he's giving them 5 minutes to speak to her. And apparently the Earth is not doing so good. Because apparently in this situation the Danner base has been eliminated. It's been destroyed by a combination of the Medic Beast and Darius Mecha. Her father apparently let her, yeah, her father apparently put her in the Cosmo Diver so that she can, you know, be free. Apparently she believes that she's gotta save her father, which she does. He's trying to keep her calm, but here's an alarm now. Apparently Gilbert is nearby. And he really wants to kill Mia. Regardless, he apparently sends them straight to Earth, apparently. To the ocean, to be exact. So yeah, we got transported straight to the ocean. So then we get contacted by Danner Base in order to, you know, get back to work with them. Alright, sorry for that messed up part. Thank you all for watching. Till the next part, goodbye.